All right, Jim, our next question sent to CornyDriveThru at gmail.com from Adam Hamlin. Hi, Jim. Writing from Missouri.
That sounded like when you said his name, you threw up a little bit in your mouth. You had to take a pause. Adam Hamlin.
Writing from Missouri, where I've recently been lucky enough to fall into a photographer position for a small promotion in southern Illinois. Not wanting to seem and sound completely ignorant, but what would be the proper etiquette or code of conduct for behind the scenes? So far, the boys and women in the back seem to enjoy my company and work. I don't want to fuck that up. Any help is appreciated.
Well, I mean, Jesus Christ, trying to give that advice blind. I mean, we can cover the basics. Try not to tell anybody what they ought to be doing with their business since you just started and they ought to know. Be polite to everybody. A photographer usually doesn't have a lot of heat because the guys want to get their pictures in either the magazines or the programs. For a small independent, the magazines such as, if one still exists, and one in England and one in this country, but the local programs, they may want their shit on the souvenir stand, so they want nice pictures. I think we're past the point. I had a few guys, Cowboy Frankie Lane was the biggest one, that would actually come and complain to me if I was at ringside and took a picture of them on defense instead of offense. In other words, if they were taking a bump or being thrown or slammed or whatever, don't take that. Well, goddamn. Then I wouldn't take half the pictures I take, right? So I just ignored him. I think everybody's past that. He says that they seem to like his personality and his work. I guess they probably like your photography. I'm sure you've got a nice personality, but just don't test that aspect of it very much, and mind your P's and Q's, and don't get in the way of the finish meetings. Don't suggest any angles until you've been there for 3 or 4 weeks. What else? What do you think, Brian?
He's been there for 3 or 4 weeks. He's a photographer. Yeah. Don't suggest any angles.
I know I'm being a smartass. Don't take the first 3 or 4 weeks before you start coming up with the angles. I mean, I don't know what to tell people anymore as far as what you, and as Gary Hart told me that time, and I've retained this all these years, 37 years later, repetition is the key when dealing with goofs.